Hello, my name is Matt Foss, and this is the Montana Shakespeare in the Parks Postcards from the Road for Dillon, Montana. Dillon, Montana is in Beaverhead County, which is given its name from a large rock formation that looks like a beaver coming through the water. It's famous for being recognized by Sakewawea while she was traveling with the Corps of the Discoveries as a landmark that was known to her from her childhood. When we would be in Dillon, we'd often play downtown in the Central Park. We'd look forward to maybe going to the Metland Hotel that night for a drink or a meal. It was always a really incredible place. But Dillon is the site of one of my most intense, but really one of my favorite memories. If you tour with Shakespeare in the Parks, or if you're helping set up these days, you might hear someone calling out asking for the Dillon bolts, these long carriage bolts that go through the long posts that form the balcony and the arches in our set, and someone crawls underneath and puts them in. It's got its name because of a very special performance of Cymbeline in Dillon, where we were just getting ready to take a little break before the performance of the play, and a gust of wind came up just perfectly. Now, wind is something you face all the time, often in places like Powell, Wyoming. Every year, the audience was very good at running on stage and holding down the balconies as we took just a brief pause before we finished up after the storms broke. But this was a different kind of wind for some reason. I remember we weren't fully in costume yet, but we were about to get ready, and Abby Sigworth, who was playing Imogen in Cymbeline that year, was backstage near our costume rack, maybe putting on some makeup or getting one of her wigs ready, when this gust of wind picked up the entire infrastructure, the top part of our set, in this most unique way. I don't know if it just came up underneath it perfectly and literally lift the set up in the air, and it came crashing down, Abby just getting out of the way just in time. It was devastating. One of the unique parts of this tour as an actor is that you are putting the set together every day. If something breaks, you fix it. And the amount of destruction, like the amount of things breaking on the set after this windstorm was considerable. We did the play. We went indoors to, I remember driving up the hill, I think it was to a school, I can't remember quite well as we were all kind of in shock. And we hung up blankets along ratchet straps to make kind of an improvised backdrop. While in between scenes, our company manager, James Hooton, and members of the community would be outside on the loading dock working, trying to glue things together, get things ready for the next day. We got through the play. The audience was incredible, and many of them spent the evening and the rest of the night working on the set with us. While we met our artistic director, Joel Janke, and our technical director, Tom Watson, in West Yellowstone the next day, where we did some triage work, rebuilding what we could, band-aiding what we couldn't, and we never missed a show. So if you ever hear Dillon bolts, now you know why. The community came together. It's one of the most Montana Shakespeare in the Park stories you can imagine. A freak windstorm, the entire stage literally being blown to the ground, and the audience and the company finding a way to make sure that the show goes on no matter what. This is from Cymbeline, the play that we were doing in Dillon that day. It's a song, almost a prayer, that goes as this. Fear no more the heat of the sun, nor the furious winter's rages. Thou thy worldly task hast done, home art gone, and ta'en thy wages. Golden lads and girls all must, as chimney sweepers, come to dust. Fear no more the lightning flash, nor the all-dreaded thunderstone. Fear not slander, censure rash. Thou hast finished joy and moan. All lovers young, all lovers must, consign to thee, and come to dust.